Hello students, welcome back. This is 8th standard simple interest video number 2. And in this part of the video, I'm going to teach you little basic and little advanced type of questions. So listen very carefully. In video number V1, we already saw like what exactly is simple interest, what is a terminology related to this simple interest, and like basic 1 or 2 questions. Now we'll go a little ahead with this chapter and we will see the various types of questions. Let's see, this is third question. How long will it take for rupees 6,000? So what is exactly 6,000 is? How long will it take for rupees 6,000? So that means principal is 6,000. Invested at the rate of 5.5% per annum. So what will be this 5.5% per annum? Can you guess, guys? Yes, correct. You guessed it perfectly. So 5.5% per annum is the rate of interest. Simple interest amount to rupees 7650. Whoa, now understand what exactly is 7650. Can you guess? This is very typical type of questions where students get confused. So what exactly is this 7,650? Look at this. Here is the meaning. The simple interest amounts to matlab, this 7650 is the amount, So let's write it down this given data very carefully. So we are supposed to calculate how long will it take. That means time is question mark. For rupees 6,000, that means principally 6,000. Amounts rupees 7650. So amount is 7650 rupees. Please keep writing the units very carefully. At the rate of 5.5%. So 5.5% can be written as 5 to the 10 plus 1, 11.2% per annum. So immediately soon, what we should do when we know this amount and we know the principal, so we can calculate this interest. And how do we calculate this interest? Interest is equals to amount minus principal. Interest is equals to amount minus principal. So this is very important, students, guys, to recognize whether this is simple interest or amount. Agar apne isko अच्छे से recognize kiya, then only this sum becomes easier. Otherwise, you'll book there it out. So interest is amount minus principal. So amount is 7650 minus 6,000. So you're going to get rupees 1650 as like the interest. 7650 minus 6,000. Very good. That is 1650. I hope students you are along with me. So interest is 1650 rupees. Now, once you get the interest, student, which formula are you going to use to calculate this time? So you can use time formula, or means you can use simple interest formula. So time is equal to SI into 100 upon P into R. So SI is 1650 into 100 and the principal is 6,000 and the rate of interest is 11 upon 2% per annum. Isn't it? 11 upon 2. So 11 upon 2, instead of writing upon 2, I've written up. Now this zeros calculation, 1, 2, 3 zeros will get cancelled with this 1, 2, and 3 zeros. Now 6 will get cancelled with these 2, 2 ones are 2 3s. So 3 will get cancelled with this 165, which will become 55. Now 11 ones are what? 11 ones are 11 and 11 5s are 55. So 5. So it will going to take 5 into 1 into 1. That is 5 ones are 5. So it will going to take 5 total years to become 1650 as an interest or 7650 as the amount. I hope students you got this sum perfectly. In case if you have any doubts or difficulties, surely you can pause the video and copy paste this quickly. And if you have doubts, you can raise your hands quickly. Hurry. I'll just wait for 1 moment and then I'll move ahead to the next question. Okay, let's move ahead with sum number 4. And what exactly this sum number 4 is? I have just pasted it on your screen. So the sum number 4 is if the rate of interest is reduced from 4% to 3.5%. Now, what happened? Like many people like don't understand what is this language is. Okay, don't worry. The R1 rate of interest in case 1 is 4% and rate of interest in case 2, that is R2, is 3.5% per year. Okay. Find the decrease in the simple interest on rupees 8,400 for 2.5 years. So there are 2 cases that are discussed. One is the rate of interest with 4% and one is rate of interest with 3.5%. What will be the decrease in the simple interest? So case 1, very simple guys. Just pay attention. There are two cases. Principal is 8,400, time is 5 upon 2. 2.5 years means 5 upon 2 years. 2 to the 4 plus 1, 5, 5 upon 2 years. And the rate of interest will be 4% in case 1. And case 2, 3.5 years, that is 7 upon 2% per annum. You understanding? Now, like the principal and the time will remain the same. So how to calculate simple interest? Simple interest formulas. Let's use a simple interest formula. Simple interest is equal to PRT upon 100. Yeah, but if you'll see, there is I have written R1, and if you'll see over here, I have written R2. R2, PR2 into T upon 100. Now, if you're finished writing till here, let's move ahead with and do the calculation. So, like how we'll do the calculation? So that is 8,400 into 4 into 5 upon 100 into 2, because time is 5.2. Now, once you do these calculations, it will get cancelled, and like 2 zeros will get cancelled with these 2 zeros, and the 2 will get cancelled with this 84 will become 42. 42 into 4 into 5 will do. We're going to get that as rupees 840. We're going to get 840. And if we do this at the rate of 3.5%, that is 7.2% per annum, then it will become 8,400 into 7.2 into 5.2 into 100. So you're going to get this 4 will get cancelled, this 84 will become 21, 21 into 7 into 5 will do, it will become 735. So what exactly is the difference? What exactly is the difference? So the decrease in the simple interest would be 840 minus 735 will become just 105 rupees. Isn't it a very, very simple sum? I hope students you understood this calculation. Now, many people do not read this very carefully, this entire sum, and then they get frustrated. Oh my God, so we don't know how to solve this word problem. It's not at all a word problem. It's about how you read and how you interpret and how you write your data. If you write your data very carefully, this is called as data column, isn't it? If you write your data very carefully, you will always get the right formula and you will get the right calculations. But if you will not write this part, you will always get confused in your brain. Are you getting it? So write your data very well. Your interpretation will improve. The moment your interpretation and your data will improve, your formula and the solving will improve. And the moment your solving will improve, you will feel confident students about yourself that you can crack any word problems. And that's what liberate your interest level. And that's what shows like, you start enjoying your maths. And once you start enjoying your maths, you'll get lots of marks. Isn't that your final motive, final achievement? Yes. So students, pause the video, copy paste this quickly, hurry up. Listen, very interesting and very important sum is like flashed on your screen. What is it? What sum will amount to rupees 1212 in 3 years, 4 months at 6% per annum simple interest? Now, many people get confused. Sir, 1212. What exactly is this 1212? It is amount. What sum will amount to? Amount to is amount. Rupees 1212. In 3 years, 4 months. What do you mean by 3 years, 4 months? That's the time period. Now, how to convert that months into the years or this total quantity into the years? Look, 3 years, 4 months, months को divide by 12. If you do, you will get 3 whole 4 upon 12 years. You getting it? So 4 ones are 4, 4 threes are 12. You can do that cancellation. Yes, you can do that cancellation. I repeat, you can divide this 4 and 12. So 3 3 is a 9 plus 1, 10 upon 3, 10 upon 3 years. Now, many people get confused, sir, how we can do this? Yes, we can do exactly like this. And rate is 6% per annum. So let's write it down. Rate is 6% per annum. What sum means we're supposed to calculate what exactly is the principal. So which formula are we going to use? So amount is equal to P plus SI. P plus PRT upon 100. SI is PRT upon 100. I'm just playing with the formula here and there. Just take out this P common outside. So if you take it out P common, we've just learned factorization, isn't it? So if we take it out P common, it will become 1 over here plus RT upon 100 over here. So amount per formula will become A is equal to P, open the bracket, 1 plus RT upon 100. Now listen very carefully what I'm explaining to you would be a doubt. So why this one we have to write over here? That would be a basic doubt. Yes, I know. So let's do little reverse. P into 1, P. P into RT upon 100, P RT upon 100. Did you understand why that one has to be there? Yes, I hope your doubt is clear by now. Sure. Then we will do substitution part. So amount is equal to 1212, which equals to P we are supposed to calculate. 1 plus R is something. R was 6% per annum. So 6 into time is 10 upon 3. You can actually take that pull down 3 over here. But people, okay, so why? So from where you can do the 10 upon 3 into 100 also. Now 3 ones are 3 2s are 6, and then 10, and then that 1 0 will get cancelled. So 2 1s are 2 5s. So what we left with? We left with something like this. 1 2 1 2, which equals to P in open bracket 1 plus 1 upon 5. So 1 plus 1 upon 5 can be taken as LCM over here. If you take LCM over here in this part, what will happen? 5 ones are 5 plus 1, 6 upon 5, isn't it? So that will become 1 2 1 2 is equals to P open the bracket 6 upon 5. I hope students you're following all these things. And now you can take the other side, it will become 5 upon 6. Now, many people do mistake over here while doing the calculation. 6 2s are 12 and 6 2s are 12. They forget the 0. See, actually 6 2s are 12. 1 is not possible, so you'll have to write 0. I repeat, this 1 is not possible, so you'll have to write 0. And then it turned out as 12, so 6 2s are 12. I hope students you understood what I'm talking. 20 into 6 cannot be 1 2 1 2, isn't it? But 2 not 2 into 6 would be 12 12. You got it? So 2 not 2 into 5 will do, principal will become 1 0 1 0. And that's what sum required to make this much as amount. I hope students you get that. Okay, now this sum can be done or can be worked out with different method. First of all, I want you all to copy paste this method. So you can pause the video and copy paste this quickly. And then I'll teach you this alternate method. Okay, I hope you finished writing this all. And if you have finished this, then you can pay attention over here. Alternate method. Say, first of all, let's say principal is equal to 100, rate is 6, time is 10 upon 3 years. So simple interest will become PRT upon 100. So we are assuming over here principal is 100. So isn't it 100 into 6 into 10 upon 3 into 100 if we'll do. So we're going to get the SI as 20. So when the principal is 100, simple interest is 20, that means amount will become principal plus SI, which is 120. So when principal is 100, amount is 120. So when the amount is 1212, what will be the principal? Just do cross multiplication, you're going to get the X as 1010. Isn't that super duper simple? Yes, it sounds very simple, but it's a little tricky to think. If you understand and if you learn how to think about it, you will be able to crack any sum of the simple interest, guys. Believe me. So this alternate method is very, very powerful. So I hope students, you understood both the methods. What is alternate method? You have to assume principal is 100. On the basis of 100, you calculate the simple interest. Once you get the simple interest, add that 100 plus interest. Add a principal plus simple interest. You're going to get this amount. Once you get that amount, you use that unitary method. If the principal is 100, amount is 120. When the principal is X, the amount is 1212, and then you do cross multiplication. You're going to get that X, which is called as principal. I hope students will like both these methods of mine and you understood this perfectly. If you understood, show thumbs up. If not, raise your voice. Pause the video and copy paste it quickly. Hurry.